I've been saying the same thing since that nigga did that BT shit, jokes on all that stupid shit.
Yep.
People been saying the same thing. Yo, make sure you respond. You letting this nigga run around. You Drake, you the top, Pusha T did that. You ran from him.
Yep.
Stop playing with this nigga. And then now he responds. It's like, oh, you should have never responded. So he's in a lose-lose situation.
He's in a lose-lose.
No, he's not.
He could have responded to one.
No, he's not. Yeah, he ain't in no
Why
fucking
you keep
lose-lose.
forgetting that part? He could have responded to
You
one.
could have not slept on the nigga that's been number one for 15 fucking years.
He couldn't.
And ain't but two other niggas in this field with you. Don't big three me to death and then start talking to the big 25. No! Enough with your fucking excuses.
Nigga, you believe in friendship, nigga. You believe in that. You cool with the nigga too.
It was winless.
Y'all believe in that friendship shit, so that's the angle that he takes. He want to be cool with everybody.
It wasn't winless.
We can't be niggas that believe in friendship and then tell a nigga don't be friendly.
He could have did what the fuck he was supposed to do.
And bigger than that, my nigga, when you start playing with pedophilia, the whole entire world looks
It's gonna look at you crazy.
The whole entire world looks at you funny with the pedophilia shit.
Fair.
So that's something that...
No,
let me go. And y'all saying it don't matter that you calling this nigga a pedophile on 7 songs, even if it's a lie, it's okay. Tell the better lie?
No, that's not what we saying.
What the fuck is we talking about?
Hold on. Now let me respond. That's not what we saying.
That is what he just said. I don't care about the lies.
The reason why the lie hits is because of all the shit that tracks to the lie. If he didn't have all that other shit out there, the Millie Bobby Brown situation, the bringing the other chick, the young girl on stage, the other model chick that's young, if you don't have these things, maybe he's not a pedophile. Some people look at pedophilia stopping at 13, 14, whatever. You are a creep. You look creepy. There's a history of creepy shit. If that's not there, these pedophilia shit fall a little different. You look like you reaching. But there's a history of some creepy shit, dog.
And to add to what Ice is saying, newsflash, Kendrick is not the one that introduced pedophilia to this.
It don't matter whether he introduced it or not. He leaned on it.
Stop.
He got 4.
He was supposed to lead on.
I know. I'm not saying. So I'm telling you, the nigga is fighting a lose-lose battle.
Well, then you should not join the battle.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I said he ain't have nothing to lose, and I said he's fighting a lose-lose battle from the rip.
I should be mad. That nigga got on that shit trying to put that shit on me like I said it. And even if I did say it, don't put it on me in no fucking bad shit.
Even if I did say it.
You did say it.
I don't care. Don't put that. Yo, him doing that, I'm not joking.
I'm not joking. Okay, sorry.
Maybe I did.
You have a powerful voice.
I'm open.
You have a powerful
I got
voice.
that.
Okay.
I got that. Nah, it's tight. My voice been powerful a long time. Nigga, deal with it. What up? We here.
So now you okay.
Yeah, nigga, I'm here. My voice is a thing. Sorry, nigga.
Don't do that.
Fuck
Don't
me,
do
nigga.
No.
Back
Say
to
no.
I never got to. I never got to what I'm trying to say.
I love you all.
When I heard that AI part, and shout out to Pac listening to the best podcast in the world.
Patroni
Pac
Pac.
just say that, right? Shout out to Pac.
Honestly, Joe was right. Joe started it off from the jump. He created the conversation was created before Joe. Like it was already talked about with Millie Bobby Brown and all that stuff. But during the feud or before the feud, around that time, Joe really shed a great light on it to where this was the angle that if you watch the pod and if you're a rapper or if you're battling Drake, you would take that angle. Not only is there a whole bunch of evidence to back it up, like this wouldn't, and I hate when people throw out the word lie because Drake is lying, so they just think that Kendrick Lamar is automatically lying, and I feel like that's not fair because what Kendrick said is that if you're gonna go tell lies about me, I'm gonna go tell truths about you. So what everybody might perceive is a lie is actually the truth because what does Kendrick have to lie about? Think about it. There are videos and proof and a whole bunch of stuff. If you go out on the internet, you can really find stuff about Drake's missing children because there might be more than one. You know what I'm saying? And you guys gotta understand, this is a very what they call a bachelorette type of dude. You guys wouldn't think that he would have a whole bunch of cover-up stuff or cover-up stories. So on top of that, he even alluded to speaking about the Joe Budden podcast in the Taylor Made freestyle using Tupac, right? And he even talked about the allegations before the allegations even came out. That's what people don't even realize. Like he already knew that these things were already out there and that he probably, if Kendrick is smart enough, he would probably take that angle. Drake was basically extremely paranoid in how he was going to do it. And I feel like once Kendrick pressed that button, because you guys got to realize, Kendrick only took it further because Drake took it further first. Drake was talking about his wife or his baby mama and all this stuff like that, putting out innocent people names out in the street like that. And Drake is so powerful and popular. Once you put name drop somebody, it's like, come on, that's like stamped in history. So Kendrick, obviously, if that's your baby mama, you're going to be on defense. Kendrick went immediately straight at Drake 100%, gloves off because you took the gloves off first. So now I have to go 100% on you. You know what I'm saying? But shout out Joe Budden, because he definitely caught this on extremely early, even in his old podcast with the cast members before. He was talking about Teenage Fever, and remember that song? That song was always creepy when it first came out, and now look how weird it is now. This feel like Teenage Fever. I'm not scared of a She Ain't Either. Like, come on. And the whole time, around that time, I believe More Life. That's why when he said, this guy should never talk about More Life, Kendrick Lamar, that's around the time I believe Millie Bobby Brown was around his friend, right? Or it was before Scorpion, or around Scorpion time, after More Life type energy. Like, that was Millie Bobby Brown, 13, 11, 12 years old, and he's a fanboy and fangirl over Bobby Brown. There's reports. I have it on my page, the top 10 Drake creepiest moments with young girls. Check out that video. That video, I'm showing you 10 women that's in the industry, not even outside of the industry, in the industry, that has been seen with him at 21 years old, and they even said it themselves, friendship started when they were 15 years old. He would follow them on Instagram, follow them all over these other places. He's a fanboy of quote-unquote high school girls basketball. So Drake is very much into these things because, like I said, 13 I guess might be 14 might be too high, right? But think about the fact that Bobby Brown was 13 when they started their friendship. Think about that. So let's keep it going.
You did video of Pac, bro. Mm-hmm. See, Pac, you would love Melvin.
I got a point right after this. When you heard this shit with the AI shit.
When I heard the shit with the AI shit, it sounded like someone trying to get in front of something. Kendrick did not address any of this. He brought it up, saying, yo, hers was in the Budden podcast, it gotta be true. He like underage girl, like, wait, nigga. It speaks to you being paranoid about whatever you think is coming. Kendrick also spoke about you knowing him thinking that he knew what was coming from you. He didn't sound paranoid in it. He sounded composed. He sounded calm. Hey, you heard Mr. Morale, you gonna say I beat my wife's ass, I ain't shit, come on, bring it, and I'm gonna smack the shit out of you when you come. That's what happened. They both did the same thing. One person did it 1,000,000 times better.
What the fuck?
He's fighting a losing battle.
Nigga, you threw a boulder, nigga, and when the boulder landed, you're taking yourself out. You, nigga.
That's not true. Yeah.
You, Joseph. You threw a boulder and took yourself out. You can't do that, nigga. You can't do that. The nigga listen to you, niggas listen. You can't do that.
We started this off that this man has maintained a level of mysticism for 15 years.
You was doing all that shit. I had to go back and listen to the shit, the podcast. Like, what the fuck is Joe talking about? And I'm like, do I be there? And I had to listen to it a couple of times. Like, oh, got it.
Yo, you know what? I'm not even letting y'all do that bullshit that he did. Oh, that's been out there.
True.
I didn't know that.
Let me make
I respect.
Fuck Drake.
Joe, you put a light on it that maybe. I'll take it. I'll take that
a couple times.
But so that stuff is there, and you in the biggest beef. You in the biggest hip hop beef in the last however many years. You don't know that that's coming. Of course you do. Of course you.
So you should try to step on it and get ahead of it. Y'all critiquing the nigga for trying to get ahead of it.
Wait, Ish. Can I say this? Go ahead.
One good point.
Go ahead.
Listen, we started this off saying that Kendrick has maintained a level of mystique. Mm-hmm. And the
grand scheme of things?
No, that mystique lends to him being this great stand-up dope dude, which I'm sure he is. Mm-hmm. What the fuck? He don't have no chinks in his armor already.
Just out-rap him then. Out-music him. That's what I've been saying since the very beginning of this battle.
Know what you said since the beginning of this battle?
Please.
Don't give me no tea.
Exactly.
Every fucking song, Kendrick is giving tea. He's calling a pedophile.
Not the only thing you're doing is.
That's not.
And for you.
That's the major thing he's doing.
That's not the only.
That's not what he's trying to destroy him with tea.
He didn't win this battle off tea. He didn't win this battle off T. Your man might have cowered because of the T. But Kendrick didn't.
And I don't think he cowered. And he ain't my man. But what I'm saying is, don't say, yo, don't give me the T. And the nigga gave us 4 songs of T.
Parks has been consistent.
Saying, I don't want to hear T.
T don't matter to him.
T don't matter. He's been consistent in that.
He said the battle's not going to be one off of T.
And it isn't.
And it wasn't.
I disagree.
For him, I disagree with that. I disagree. I think it was one off of T. But I will say, I'm going to say this though.
My nigga, you a billionaire dude. You got the biggest brand in the world. You have to fight pedophilia rumors. And y'all saying he shouldn't mind them.
Ish, you know the shit about yourself that's going around and circulating before you get into that battle, right? You also know all the other corporate interests that you have tied into you that might be saying, yo, you might want to either leave this shit alone because once it gets to a certain point, you can't go back.
Bad.
You are being arrogant and think that this nigga's not sitting around watching, listening to everything and not going to use it against you.
Exactly.
You mentioned Whitney first. The same thing you did before with Pusha when you said Virginia and he got on your ass. You are doing all the same dumb shit you did from the last battle. I'm not bringing it to this nigga who studied, he's an artist, he's a Pulitzer Prize winner, and you think he ain't gonna put that into his music?
I'm telling you, yes.
And if you doing all that, it sounds like you ain't worried about.
You ain't worried about
none of that pedophile
and
shit.
what I'm telling you is, he is in a lose-lose. I said that.
No,
but you
in a lose-lose because you put yourself. You put yourself in a lose-lose. You put yourself in a lose-lose.
I don't think he could have won.
Look, let me just tell you.
In hindsight, I don't think he could have won.
Kendrick told him, if you take it there, I'm taking it further. So the ball's in your court. He could have out-rapped him, out-musiced him, out-hit him without taking it further. And then Kendrick don't do it. And you could have beat him.
And then
you walk down that path.
Let me ask you this.
Now we here.
Does not bring up the same topics if Drake don't say Whitney name.
Yeah,
I do. I don't think he goes there.
Listen, I think he won this off skill.
I agree.
I think he won.
He was much better.
I think he won it off of strategy.
Well, that's part of the strategy.
I think y'all would be lying to say that there's no level of tea that helped win this battle.
Yes.
No. Let me answer his question.
Once that door was open, absolutely.
I'm answering his question.
If that door is never open,
the strategy is, I'm gonna go this way or this way. If he do this, we going this way. If he keep it clean, I'm going this way.
Which is what anybody should do when they in bad. If I'm battling you, I need to have my options ready and be prepared for all variables. What are we saying?
And Drake did not do that.
Drake didn't.
I'm agreeing with that. Yeah. I think he was fighting from a defensive position.
But that don't make it a lose-lose because you still chose.
Do you think Drake lost?
Wait, hold up real quick. I'm sorry, man. I'm right back. And if you feel that way, then when I was telling you to stop saying that I'm outside looking for the nigga that's saying he been outside, all that shit he was feeding the act, talking about, it been 10 years. Nah, you following through. Don't sound like a nigga that's trying to fight a losing battle. He went from nah to I'm going on vacation to I'm not replying no more. I'm not replying no more. That was the fastest change of tone. Wait, this nigga said, you gonna make me have to wake the demon up. You know how many fucking sleeping pills I take in my life? What type of sleeping pills the demon taking? What the fuck is he on? That demon is on. He is not. That demon will knock the fuck out. Yo, hey, get up. That demon will not get. Hey, demon. I'm sorry. Hey, demon.
It's crazy. Would you believe that Joe is sitting there talking about sleeping pills and demons and stuff like that? That is hilarious. But honestly, the realest thing about all of this is that Drake fumbled because Drake got scared. Once the rabbit hole of the whole pedophilia thing have come about and to where people are actually digging up doing a lot of research, and we can actually see these activities and this energy. Because the thing about that harsh word and the allegation of it, it's only a lie if there's no energy to it and you can't really come up with anything. You can't have no evidence of it, right? You can't have no evidence of this type of weird behavior. But the whole point is that it's a behavior. Creep is very borderline that. If not, it is that, because a creep don't really have no limits. And a creep behind closed doors with no cameras, we don't know how far they will go. So if you already have energies to where you're once a girl tells you she's 17 and you're like 20 something or 28 or whatever, however old you were at the time, once she tells you her age, wouldn't the most average man, right? Wouldn't they be a little like, oh no, she mad young, get her out, get her off the stage? Like that's what most people, once they say the age. Now it would be different. It would be more of an easier cop out if she never said the age. She said the age on stage. Then he followed through by saying, oh, you that age? Why you look like that? Oh, you this, you that, you dick, you... Bro, who talks like that? That type of energy, do you think somebody would suppress that with more money? They say a lot of your bad habits come out a lot more with the more money you have. If not, you are more inflated of who you actually were before the money. You just have money now. So if he was doing that before he got super duper duper hotline blinging, that kind of should lead me to say that he didn't change his ways, especially if you could look down a rabbit hole and find 10 other industry people who he's had a relationship with before they turned 18 years old, he was dating Kylie Jenner right after she broke up with Tyga and Travis Scott. And mind you, Kylie Jenner was like 19 at the time. Mind you that he performed in Kylie Jenner's birthday party when she was 16 years old. He gave her a kiss on the cheek, a bunch of different hugs and reactions. He have a relationship with Bella Harris. It might be a friendship or a relationship. Either way, it started as a teenager for her. Now, most people was like, oh, that's nothing. That's nothing. Oh, how is that nothing to y'all? Like, y'all will feel comfortable with your, like, that's why he said anybody who love him, Kendrick Lamar, think about your daughters and your nieces and all that stuff. Y'all feel comfortable with y'all nieces and daughter hanging around, a teenage niece and daughter hanging around with a 30-year-old, 35-year-old, 37-year-old man, and they're just giving quote-unquote boy advice to your daughters and nieces? Meanwhile, you have a whole dad? Like, meanwhile, she has a father. Millie Bobby Brown has a father. She has a family. Why does she need to have boy advice from Drake? What advice can Drake give Millie Bobby Brown? That's the problem to me. And she probably will never, ever stand up against Drake because if you ever watch her interview, she's infatuated, literally in love with Drake from a teenager. She felt that way. You could literally see the way she reacted to him. It was insane, actually, right? It was kind of more than just music to me. Like, sometimes, like, yes, you could be fans of the music, but sometimes you could tell when someone's crushing over someone. And then you sat there and you having private conversations with her at the Golden Globe party and stuff like that. And there's reports saying that y'all was in the corner for hours. Like, that's basically what was happening. And that's basically what Kendrick shed light to once he pushed the button on Kendrick. Drake was not in a lose-lose situation. If Drake would have stayed away from doing that to Kendrick, because Drake got very arrogant, just like Imani said. He's very arrogant because you guys gotta understand, he thought that Kendrick is like what he said, pipsqueak. Like, he very much belittled Kendrick from the jump and kind of like, that's not how you go into war. You never, ever, and I mean ever, go to where you go in the court with someone and you think that, oh, I'm better than them. Let me just take it easy on them. You can't never, ever do that. Never expect your opponent to not be up to par with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Having your defense low and having your mind low on your opponent is, you already lost the war before you even started. That's literally the laws of power. It's like, you can't do that. And that's what Drake did. So Drake started that off from the jump. Kendrick immediately hit him with the hardest punch ever off of Euphoria. Like, it was like insane to me. Like, literally insane. That was the best intro to anything. Like, then it just, the rabbit holes gets deeper as he goes on with different songs. Meet the Grams, 616. Then he goes on to Not Like Us at the end, like to really set people ablaze. Like, he really hit everybody with lyricism, bars. He hit people with some spiritual, cultural, historical facts, and people just stuck on the actual P line. You know why y'all stuck on that line? Because that's the truth. The truth hurts, and it's the scariest and it's the loudest. But the whole time, he's out rapping Drake skill wise. And that's what people are low key not giving Kendrick credit for. Maybe some people are, but Joe Budden definitely did. Is the skill level. If you take away the shock value bars, he still out rapped Drake by a mile. Drake been hitting us with, people are used to Drake's voice, so they just like whenever he speaks. To me, that's how I see it nowadays, because all of those diss songs are completely garbage to me. Like, and y'all know how I feel about Drake. All of them are garbage, bro. So if y'all already think I hate Drake, like, with all the stuff I got now and what Kendrick just did to Drake, call me a hater if you want. I call it the truth teller. I'm the only truth teller of Drake. I've been telling the truth about Drake for weeks now. I've been covering the Joe Budden Patron when he definitely talked about the P situation early on. I was the first one on YouTube to sit there and tell y'all this is going to happen. This is going to come out because he's done this stuff. And I went deeper in the rabbit hole because Joe Budden just shed the light on it. And that gave me the alley-oop to go to dunk it. And I did that. So go check that video out. It's the Joe Budden and Academics video, talk about Drake Sex Edition. That's the title. It's kind of like the title. And being a creep. I literally titled that 4 weeks ago when Joe Budden did that episode on Patron a while ago. I'm like, everybody hated me at that moment in time because people don't realize that the truth sometimes is like, you have to let the truth sit a little bit before the world and the masses could wake up to it. It's very prophetic. So that's kind of what just happened. So when you notice that this situation is coming about, now you have Drake sitting there with his security guard getting drive-by'd, right? Now a part of me is like, okay, now the fan remember I told you I have a reality brain and an Illuminati brain. The fan and reality brain is like, oh my God, Drake, the beef got to everybody. Everybody's trying to get him. No. And now my Illuminati brain is like, oh, that's just a script to make sure they basically, because there's so much money invested into Drake. I'm talking about billions of dollars. He's holding up corporations and stuff like that. Like, it's legitimately insane how much of a 360 that he's in with Lucien Grange and a lot of other, I think, UMG, or he's in a bunch of different situations to where contract wise, that's an asset, and that's an asset that they cannot lose. So what are they going to do to debunk all of the peace situations and the sex addiction situations and the creep situations and the grooming situations and predator situations? You're going to put out a bigger news storyline of someone happening to get shot outside of his home. And for us, we've never, ever heard of this situation happening to a Drake affiliate or Drake at all. In the news like this. We never heard it like this, like to where it's global news. We never heard of Drake being in danger like this before, right? You know why they did this? It's a scare tactic. Now you're going to make Drake more of the victim. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of stuff that there's going on at play that I feel like business wise and billionaire wise is behind the scenes. This is what's really going on. And the masses, y'all so, it's okay to be programmed and like enjoy the music and stuff like that, but a lot of stuff is deeper than music. Even when you're listening to the music, what Kendrick was on was a spiritual battle, a historical battle. That was a battle against history. That was a battle against oppression. That was a battle against systematical oppression. That was a battle against a lot of different things. And that's what that was more than a rap battle. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, it's crazy that people want to say it ends now because Drake waves the white flag. If I'm Kendrick Lamar, I'm hitting maybe one more or maybe two more to get him up out of here because I am the GOAT. That's in my mind. Like, no, you're not just gonna pick at me, tell me to come out, do all of this stuff, and then once I take it serious with you, once I get to a point where I know you're gonna feel this because everybody around you are SO offenders, they're all offenders, most of them are all offenders, and they've all have done stuff in history to where it's kind of in line of what Kendrick is saying. Now he's gonna wave the white flag. He has to protect the billions of dollars that he has because Kendrick is taking it to another level that Drake was not expecting it to go, even while Drake was being the more disrespectful one first. That's what's not fair, and people like to rewrite the narrative. But I'm here today to tell y'all the narrative. The narrative is that Drake was disrespecting Kendrick Lamar first. He was the first one to talk about his family first, talking about his allegations, all that stuff first, and he was doing it subliminally. That's why he said, I hate the way you sneak this, because the way you sneak this is like disrespectful. You talk about some deep stuff and then you'll make it into a pop song or something like that. Like, nah. So that's why he made not like us, right? They not like us, because that's the energy that's basically of Drake. And that's the energy in terms of outsonging someone. He literally outsonged Drake. He outsonged the person who y'all all look to make songs. The person with the most streams. He outstreamed Drake. Outnumbered Drake. He outnumbered the machine. How do you outnumber the machine? That's what's insane. Drake's song, The Heart Part 6, which is absolutely garbage, has the most dislikes than likes. And I think that's the first time it's ever happened for a Drake song, right? It's literally like 500,000 likes and then 512,000 dislikes or something. It's insane. I'm like, how is that even possible? But that's because the world is actually waking up. I didn't think anybody would be able to expose Drake, because I'm sitting here trying to do it on YouTube and it's like, nobody gonna listen to me because, like I said in my video, I'm not as big as a platform as a lot of these other people, and I don't have the voice of a lot of these other people. But what I do have is the truth, and the truth will set people free mind-wise, and I feel like it set things in motion. Because once Kendrick Lamar came out and did that, now people are seeing Drake for who he actually is, and y'all digging up stuff that was already out on the internet a long time that nobody paid attention to because his company kept it under the rug. This is the same man who made Teenage Fever. Go listen to Teenage Fever in slow-mo, listen to 0.75, and then go watch the video of him on stage with a 17-year-old, listen to that song, and then go watch that video, and then go look at pictures of him and Millie Bobby Brown at the Golden Globe party, and him and Millie Bobby Brown first time meeting each other in Australia, Brisbane, when she was 13 years old at his concert. And then she also wore his Scorpion jersey, or outfit or merch and posed for it. He also told her happy 14th birthday. But also on top of that, we haven't heard of anything happy 18th birthday or happy 19th birthday. So where did that friendship go? We don't know. That's the problem. You don't see it being a continuous friendship. Why did it just end when she became an adult? So it's been your boy Alphamediaroom. Drop a like, comment, share, and subscribe. We're going to continue to do more of these Joe Budden videos, you know what I'm saying? Because he's dropping like gold. So y'all go check out his Patreon, the Spotify. Y'all go check out the YouTube channel. Just subscribe to him, you know what I'm saying? Like his stuff up, because to me, he's the power father and hip hop guru. And we need more of him. We don't need more of the colonizers like DJ Vlad who like doing the same stuff Drake do, being a creep. We don't need more Adam 22s and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So peace to being your boy Alphamediaroom.